Hello friends and welcome back. Here we are at part 11 of my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 gameplay. So far, I'm coming in blind and playing a game that the first one was most excellent, and seeing the progress and the development and the successes they have for the second one has me very excited. We've started our gameplay running through side quests and hitting a lot of walls of failure here and there and a lot of deaths because this game is phenomenal for what it is. It's not something easy, it's something that you have to build upon. And that's something you learn when you play the first game and go through the struggles of it. So here we are in my 11th recording of this, and I believe last we left off we had reunited the Gypsy family and we were tracking a poacher as a side quest. So within this recording we're going to continue looking and following that thread and then dip back into the main quest because just like in Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first game, some things that you gain access to you can't unless you follow the main quest line. And so I feel now that with the ups and downs we've had in the army that we have now, we might be able to like press forward. And I think I said somewhere in the one of the recordings I was going to try, or if I didn't say it, I'm going to go with the blacksmith first. A, in memory of Martin, Henry's father, and B, part of his heritage. So even though the miller is going to be fun as well, but having that baseline of being able to prepare our weapons and armor that we desperately need is going to be essential for the next few steps, because we've been running around with damaged goods. So let's see what the next steps we take are and see how far they've improved, because apparently this game came out last year and had no idea until, as I stated in one of the videos, Critical Role did an advertisement for it, and then once I found that out I had to wait until luckily we had a wonderful summer sale, spring sale, to get it for a cheaper price, because best things come to those who wait. And I will be working out a schedule so that way my uploads can be a little bit more consistent, because I've dived deep into my Kingdom Come Deliverance kick, so I want to continue doing the Kingdom Come Deliverance as well as hitting the other games that I have. So I will be uploading here and there, and I appreciate everyone that comes to the channel, and I appreciate everyone that watches the videos I upload, because even though I do this to break free from the old thoughts of there are other people that do this better, I'd rather go ahead and take that first step and play and record and maybe connect and learn. That's the most important thing. Learn a new skill set. And if anything, I can just enjoy having these recordings so that way I can always look back at them and tell myself, hey, I did do something that I wanted to do, but my own thoughts held me back on that. And if we only have this one life to live, then take that first step, and even if it's a small step, take it and keep pressing forward. Enough with my rambling. Let's get into our part 11 here and seeing where we are.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it. Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
There? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. Poaching's wrong. Think of your nearest and dearest.
I ain't got no one, fucker.
Then think of God.
Don't give me that god shit. Fuck that bollocks.
We're going to see the bailiff.
Bollocks to that. I warned you, and I'm going to kill you. Now you're gonna die! Shoo, mutt!
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard! Useless! No chance! Fucking car! Nasty beast!
You're my doggy, eh? Here, mutt!
right, let's see what we got here. Hey, stealth with beer. Let's go. Ooh, the belligerent brawler is a good one. After the first strike in combat, subsequent unarmed attacks will cost you 20% less stamina, which means we can hit longer and hit harder. And the perk will also activate if we do stealth takedowns, which is really good. If you fight unarmed against an opponent with a weapon, your unarmed combat skill will count as 5 points higher. Ooh, very nice. Hey, I like it. No pain, no gain. When fighting unarmed, you will gain 15% more experience with strength and agility. So we'll do the brawler, and we'll do no pain, no gain. Heart of their fall is next, unless we get something better. Marksmanship, which is our arrows. It's always best to get our aim better.
Why are you showing that off? Pathetic. You were starting to scare me. Ah! A bandit!
Right, let's go straight to the bailiff. And don't even think about trying anything.
Ow! Damn it! I'll be lucky if I can even make it there.
Well, you've no one to blame but yourself. Move. Vostatek told you I might be bringing you some poachers. So here's one for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. Scum.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village along...
What do you mean?
That we found... I've been... And that's...
That sounds...
So this is new. Actually having someone hung right then and there. Or it could be new because it's part of the quest. Alright, it's late. So what we're going to do is, let's see where we are. Alright, we're in town. So what we're going to do, we're going to do two things. We're going to go and rest. We're going to sell the things that we've acquired. And because we run around a lot, we're going to go... Is it over here? I can't remember. Yeah, right here. Sadler. We're going to make a checkpoint there to check out the horses. Because we need a horse. And obviously at the gypsy camp, they're going to loan us a horse. But that's only for like the races or things of that nature. It's not like a permanent companion. We lost our horse, we lost our armor, we lost a lot of things. And so we have to gain things back slowly. So I feel like taking a step to go see what we can do about getting a horse. Because I did pass the stables, but I was in a mission and I wasn't thinking about that. And taking the time to do that would probably increase our... it'll definitely increase our capacity to carry things, because you can put your equipment in horses and or extra gear in the horse's saddle, and B, we can get to places a lot faster. And then additionally, we can actually learn to ride a horse, because riding horses is a little bit fundamentally different in this game series. Let's see, where are we? Oh, and if you ever go to an inn, if you can, the preferred method is to choose to stay for a long period, so that way you essentially give yourself a an extra save.
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
Look, you can tell me what's going on here.
I can't. You're prying way too much as it is.
And you're surprised? I run into beggars, but never any like yourself. Something's obviously fishy here.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I simply want to reach Vlashim. You know, see a bit of the world and that.
Look, no more games.
I've told you.
Farewell. May you travel safely.
Yes. Thank you.
It would be different if we had the coin to spare, but we currently do not. And 150 groschen is a lot. But two things. Finding a horse as fast as we can will help us travel-wise and carrying-wise, so we don't get over-encumbered quickly. Inns, instead of just choosing the one night, choose the extended, because that gives you the capacity to have a place to save and regen your health, and B, if they have a chest for you to deposit your extras.
Greetings to you two.
I'm sorry?
had that girl.
Turn around right now! Right, I'm going. Calm down.
Well, who's there? Wrong place.
Told you to
Wrong
get out of
time,
here,
lad.
so leave. Get out of my sight. Now.
Are you still... Kurva! What are you doing here again? Forget about us and get out! And get out! Now get out, you piece of shit! Fuck off before I kill you! Now. I'll get you! Yeah, don't scare him! I'll punch your snout for that! Show your stuff! You'll be sorry, fucker! You want to try me? Kurva! I'm wounded! Blood! I've got to get out of here!
Oh, you pooch.
It says Pebbles with a question mark. So in game 2, you receive a horse, and the horse's name is Pebbles. And of course, obviously, you can get a better horse throughout the gameplay, which is what I did. But I guess story-wise, Pebbles is your canon horse. Pebbles question mark. Could this be our Pebbles? If it is, fantastic. Let's see what's going to happen.
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
Look at me.
I am looking.
Take a good look.
I am.
And what you see?
A simpleton?
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her. May she serve you well. What are you whistling for?
I'll have a look at the ware.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
So it is a stroke of luck that we got our horse and one for free. So we've reunited and got pebbles. And with that, our very next step is to level ourselves up and get some money. How do we do that? Well, the most simple thing right now is to level up by doing things that help us. And that is to head to the blacksmith in hopes for A, making money helping them blacksmith, and B, building up our maintenance and our weapons so that way we can fight better and defend ourselves better. So we did the poacher, we got him hung. We can go back over there, but our best bet we want to go to is here. So we're going to mosey on down to here to sell our wares and then continue forward.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
I wasn't feeling well.
Not feeling well, huh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not. I was feeling under the weather in the evening, and the next morning I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, do you mean that old ball and chain of yours? If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey, that's enough of that.
You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
It was one mass. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that if we can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
You don't care about us at all. Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway? We could have been together in this life too.
Don't even start. We've been over this 100 times.
You'll go to confession and donate some money to the church. Got that? Or I'll end up in the kingdom of heaven by myself. And on the shelf.
All right, I will, but I've got to go now. If my wife saw us, I'd be in deep shit.
All right. How about a kiss farewell?
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows? If the Lord saw us...
All right. Take care then.
Bis bald.
Apologies for the wait. Had to grab groceries. So if you hear me, fast forward until we get to the spot. You know what? That's silly because we're here now. All right, let's sell these things and head to the blacksmith. I have to say, I like the little image. We've got Pebbles, our horse, and our dog Mutt.
Was wünschst du?
I'll have a look at the wares. talk about the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
Is this enough?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Thank you and take care.
Yes?
I wouldn't want that there if someone gave it to me for free.
Go! Quick! Keep it up. Whoa!
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up and try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
I wouldn't want that meal if someone gave it to me for free.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it. And the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
And with that, we have our own ability to smith and make our weapons, which is actually cool. So this is actually one of the ones that we should definitely go to first and foremost, so that way we can actually get a place to sleep, B, a place to store our things, and C, better equipment, because that little sword is better than the one we got off the bandit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue forging and move from there. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we've got like a lot of different things. I'm going to assume this is all from the DLC stuff and the deluxe edition that I purchased. Oh, Henry's blacksmith apron. That's awesome. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to spend some time getting ourselves looking fancy.
good doggy. Boy.
Kurva. Burning it.
Christ almighty. Fuck me.
I have to move it. Just a bit more, and I'll be done. Fine. Now to temper it. I'm still not really sure of myself in the forge. Could you show me again how it's done?
Why not? Better to practice now than fuck up an order. Why don't you forge me another hunting sword? Have you got what you need?
Yeah, I have.
Let's see what you can do then. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Work it out. Moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can. so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Henry, when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. It's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. To the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
But never woke up.
Which king would that be?
I thank you all for watching the video. I apologize for my sloppy play for today. A little bit of trying to get back into the saddle, but good thing is we found Pebbles, our missing horse. Didn't think we were going to get Pebbles back. Was thinking we would have to get a new horse. And now have this job to enhance ourselves and make money. So definitely blacksmith next playthrough around, heading there quicker to hopefully increase ourselves. And then like the items, oh my goodness, so many things probably would have gotten better for us if we had them. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Be safe. Take care.